I'm gonna have to take you to the ER.
I'll do whatever you want.
Get rid of her permanently.
What's wrong?
Somebody under arrest?
Is there any update on your grandmother?
It would have been nice to look out and see you in the audience.
General Hospital preview and spoilers for Wednesday, April 8th, 2026. Britt Westbourne finds herself backed into a corner with no easy escape. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Usually known for her icy composure and razor-sharp wit, Britt is forced to set aside her pride in a display of raw desperation. Following the tactical advice offered by Cassius Faison, the man operating under the identity of Nathan West, Britt attempts to mend fences with the volatile Jenz Sidwell. She offers a humble apology, signaling that she is willing to perform any task necessary to compensate for her perceived betrayal. However, Sidwell is not a man easily swayed by contrition. He remains deeply skeptical of Britt's sudden change of heart, questioning whether she can ever truly be a loyal asset again. The tension in the room is thick enough to cut with a knife. Even if Britt successfully delivers the prototype he requires, her life remains on the line. To Sidwell, she might simply be a loose end that needs to be snipped. The situation grows even more complicated when Ava Jerome unexpectedly interrupts a private strategy session between Sidwell and Cassius. Ava, never one to miss a beat, begins probing for the truth behind Nathan's presence. To keep her at bay, Sidwell spins a narrative about collaborating with the detective to solve the murder of Marco Rios. Underneath the professional facade, Sidwell's rage is simmering. He is still fixated on Sonny Corinthos, convinced the mob boss is the architect of Marco's demise. While the power players scheme in the shadows, a literal wreckage is smoldering on the outskirts of town. The aftermath of a multi-car collision leaves the air thick with smoke and the sound of crackling electricity. Sparks fly from a mangled vehicle that appears to belong to Jordan Ashford. Both Jordan and Curtis Ashford are caught in the wreckage, but the mystery lies in what, or who, triggered the pileup. The evidence points toward a perfect storm of negligence. Brooklyn Quartermain, struggling with her own demons, was behind the wheel after consuming alcohol, potentially drifting across the center line. This likely forced young Charlotte Cassadine to swerve directly into Jordan's path, with Jordan also being distracted at the moment of impact. The results were nothing short of catastrophic. The timing of the accident could coincide with the return of Isaiah Gannon. As he makes his way back from the cabin, he is positioned to be the first responder on the scene. If Isaiah utilizes his medical training to stabilize the victims, it might alter the course of several lives. This chaotic backdrop explains the urgency in Lulu Spencer's voice as she prepares to take Rocco Falconeri to the emergency room. Though she originally hoped for a discreet house call to treat Rocco's worsening hand infection, the severity of the situation and perhaps the influx of crash victims forces her hand. Lulu is terrified that the infection will lead to difficult questions from hospital staff, but her priorities may shift instantly if she discovers that her daughter, Charlotte, is among those fighting for their lives in the trauma bay alongside Danny Morgan. Interestingly, Brooklyn may be the ghost in the machine of this tragedy. There is a strong possibility that she caused the chain reaction and kept driving, completely oblivious to the carnage left in her wake. Instead of being at the hospital, she is spotted at Charlie's pub with Giovanni Gio Palmieri. The two exchange heartfelt apologies. Brooklyn is distraught over missing his performance, while Gio feels guilty for the lack of communication. Their quiet moment of connection stands in stark contrast to the panic erupting elsewhere. Nearby, a restless Dante Falconeri is on the hunt for information. He catches up with Emma Scorpio Drake, hoping for any update on Anna Devane's precarious status. The sense of dread is contagious, eventually reaching Carly, who receives a phone call that shatters her composure. The news regarding Danny and Charlotte sends her into a tailspin. In an unexpected alliance born of necessity, Carly and a fugitive Valentin Cassadine rush toward the hospital. For Valentin, the risk of being captured by the authorities pales in comparison to the terror of losing his daughter. As the residents of Port Charles converge on the ER, the line between survival and tragedy grows dangerously thin.